right, what is up out there, everyone? Again, welcome in. Hopefully you guys are ready to go. Hopefully you already hit that like button, and hopefully you already shared and tagged a few folks in the comments to let them know about this great workout that we are bringing to you tonight. With that being said, we got 2-round warm-up here as we get into it, and let's go ahead and get it started. I'm going to turn this down just a bit. And tonight, guys, as I said, 2 rounds. We're going to start off with some shoulder and knee taps. Real good shoulder and core warm up here. So as you get down on the floor, push up plank position here to start. Hands and feet are going to be spread apart. Remember that foot separation is going to be dependent upon how strong your core is at the current moment. So the closer the feet are, the more you'll feel that pressure. So if you're struggling there, just separate those feet, give yourself a wider base to work with. That way you can keep those hips low, keep those hands and shoulders aligned with each other, no strain on the joints, pure focus on that core. So as you get into that position, we're going to begin as we go shoulder to shoulder, knee, opposite hand to knee, and then all 4 of those touches are 1. And you're just going to repeat that for 10 total reps. Remembering shoulder, shoulder, knee, knee, that is 1 repetition. So 4 touches per repetition. If that's a little bit too much for you as far as being in that plank position, go ahead and drop down to those knees there. Hands and everything stay in place. You're going to angle those hips around 45 degrees. That way you're able to lower the entire body and not be at an awkward position from the hips up to the shoulder. And you're going to provide that same effect as you go shoulder to shoulder and then knee to knee. There's going to be a slight come up off the ground there, but then you can drop right back down. A little bit more time added on, but just enough for you. Remember, this is a warm-up, so don't worry about it. We want to reserve some of that energy, but just get those muscles warmed up enough for all the good stuff to come. You can also go ahead and elevate those hands. Everything stays the same, just giving you a little bit of leverage from the ground. That way it's not as much resistance you're working against being purely parallel down to the floor. All right? Next up from there, guys, we're going to stand up and go into a basic air squat. I guess I could have left that out, actually. But you just got to stand up nice and tall. Feet shoulder width apart here. Nothing more, nothing less. Pushing the weight on the heels as you create that natural seated motion as you push the hips back. Sit down in the chair, upright position on the torso, keeping the hands up high. That way you're able to maintain that straight spine, powering through the heels, coming back to the top. So breathing in as you sit back. Breathe out as you power back up to that start. And just like I said, a squat is a seated motion, so get that surface out if you need, if you're struggling keeping those heels down, and just go ahead and step out about a foot away from that surface. That way you're able to force yourself to get those hips behind you, keeping the knees from exceeding past the toes, keeping all of that focus on the quads there, keeping those knees protected. And last but not least, go ahead and hit the floor. We're going to go and do a little bit of a core exercise here with our butterfly sit-up. 8 repetitions, so feet are together. You're going to use those arms as momentum as you got the butterfly positioning on the legs. Taking the hands all the way back as you go back, and then snatching yourself forward, keeping those hips down on the ground as you pull back through, keeping that chest up, chin high, as you pull your body back to the start. Again, just repeating that move. So every time you go back, those arms are going back behind the head, helping you create that momentum as you pull yourself forward. And as you saw Larissa demonstrate there, if you're not able to make it up, just explode up to the highest point you can, trying to cause some sort of contraction within those abdominals. Trust me, guys, something's going to be better than nothing, so don't get hung up on always coming all the way to the top. Just get up as high as you can today with your current fitness level. So as I said, 2 rounds there, 10 shoulder taps and knee taps there, keeping all 4 touches as 1 total rep. Keep that in mind as you're going through. That one goes kind of fast, so make sure you count it every 4 is 1 rep. 15 air squats, and then 8 butterfly sit-ups. I said enough there. Let's get this warm-up started before we move over to our main circuit for tonight.
All right, guys, you heard it. We're going to get started with those shoulder knee taps. So whatever modification works best for you, go ahead and get into that position now. We have 10 reps total. We're going to get started in 3, 2, 1. Shoulder, shoulder, knee, knee. That's 1 rep. Good. Halfway. Looking good, guys. We're just moving, just getting warmed up. Last one. Excellent.
All right, 15 air squats here. Heels are flat. Chest is forward. And remember, keep pushing through those heels. Try not to go through the front area of your feet. That way you're able to keep the pressure on the quads. Ready, and go.
Perfect, guys. Keep that chin up, chest forward. Halfway. Last 2. And 1.
All right, butterflies here to wrap this first set up. Going down to the ground. And remember, use those arms as momentum. Come up as high as you can if you can make it back to the top. Excellent. If not, do the best you can today. And guys, let's work our way up from there. So 8 reps, feet together, wing position on the legs, and we are off.
You guys might slide with this one. Just do the best that you can. And that is 8. All right, guys. Very simple. That completes our first round of the warm-up. We are going to get right back into a second round. If you do need water, don't hesitate. Go ahead and grab it. But we are going to choose to keep moving. Remember, this is just a warm-up, so you don't need to exert all your energy. Save that for the main circuit.
All right, guys. 10 more shoulder/knee taps, all 4 as one. Body's a little warm up now. Got a bit of an idea of what's ahead. So let's clean it up anywhere this round if there's room for it. Let's get another good set. And let's go.
Half. Good. Just keep going. You're almost there. Stay up.
Solid. Gnarly. All right. 15 air
Every time
squats.
you talk like that, it reminds me of the little character off of the Goofy movie.
Yeah, I know I forgot dude's name, but if you ever seen it,
Jesus.
if you ever seen Encino Man with Brendan Fraser
I
back
know
in the day,
that's what you're doing, but
that
that's not what I
that guy
think of.
in that movie, he actually was the voiceover for that character in Goofy movie. But hopefully you guys get that, because sometimes we say stuff and I'm like, no, I hope you don't think we just freaking crazy, but
They do.
yeah, they do.
And by we, they really think you are. I'm completely normal.
That's probably true. All right, so 15 reps. But if you guys only knew. So, and let's go.
Good. You should be feeling pretty nice this second round.
Is it 5 to go? Push through those heels. Breathe. Let that oxygen get into that lung. Let that blood get to flowing throughout the entirety of your body. All right. Last 8 reps here. And remember, maintain this position. Use those arms going all the way back. Snatching yourself forward. Ready? And we're off.
I just want you guys to know that I was trying to clap his hands the whole time and he denied me every single rep.
I was just thinking, this is why we don't work out together all the time now. All right, guys. That completes our warm-up, though. Again, if you haven't already, or maybe you just came in, like, share this video, comment, drop some of your friends or family members in the comment section. Let them know about this awesome workout, this great, great concept that we got here for you guys. And go ahead and let them join the party. But main circuit coming up, give you guys about another 1 minute here. Then let's go ahead and get this ball rolling. I'm feeling good. I know you're feeling good. Weather's good here in Indy. Maybe all over where you are too. It's a little better after that snowstorm we all experienced throughout areas of the country. And I'm feeling good. So let's get a good workout. guys, let's just get right to it. So 3 rounds here. We're gonna go right into our first move, and it's gonna be a little familiar with that first exercise from our warm-up, those shoulder/knee taps. No knee taps here, but we're gonna move out the knee taps for a set of push-ups, right? So 10 reps coming up. Actually, I'm sorry guys, there's a bit of a typo. This is gonna be 8 total repetitions. That probably makes you a little happy there. But 8 repetitions here, and you'll see why.
I was ready for anything.
And you'll see why here in a second. So a little bit of a different variation than what we normally do is we go push up, shoulder tap. This time we're gonna go shoulder tap, 1 tap each shoulder, push up at the end. So now it's gonna be 2 shoulder taps per push up versus the 1 that we normally do that you guys are used to who have been taking this class and working out with us here for over the last few months. But push up plank position, feet spread as much as you need them to keep those hips in a nice stable position. You're gonna get up, go with hands to shoulder, opposites, and push up at the very end. Once you make it to the top, go ahead and repeat back, starting with those shoulder taps. And of course, shoulder push up is 1 repetition, guys. So as you're going through those motions, bring those hands off the floor, try to keep those hips from turning over, keep everything parallel to the ground underneath. If you need to use those knees, as you see Larissa, still extended angle, shoulder, and push up. No need to come up on your feet at all. You can stay on your knees for the entirety of that move. 8 reps, however. You also can get out that surface, elevate those hands. Same thing applies. Shoulder, and push up. Be sure you're breathing in as you lower down, leading with that chest down to the floor or the surface that you're pushing away from. But that way, the core is engaged, the chest is engaged, and you're not putting awkward tension on the elbows or shoulder. Next up, we're going to move over to a set of power squats. So starting off with feet together, going to add a little bit of, jumping to this move here. So feet together, you're going to jump out into that squat position, and then power back to the start, then get right back into that squat. So in real time, good. As you see, we're going to increase the tempo there, really elevating the heart rate. If jumping isn't your theme, or you just now don't feel coordinated enough to do this move, go ahead and pull up that surface and still provide that same effect. So as those feet together, you're just going to step out, squat down, hands jump up, and feet together, feet out. A little bit more time consuming, we know, but guys, do what works best for you. Just make sure you're still challenging yourself and keep the heels flat to the floor as you squat down, and then jump up in a full straight position or stand up in a full straight position at the top. Next up, staying with that surface, we're going into a set of dips. So feet laid straight out, hands are positioned forward, so that way your fingertips are coming over that surface as you grip it. Hands should be behind you. And you want to keep your back as close to the surface as possible, not pushing away, but going at a vertical angle as you drop down, keeping your back as close to this bench to the point where you can almost feel it skimming against it. Straight legs is going to be most advanced there, meaning you're going to be pushing the most of your body weight as possible. You can't bring those legs in if that's much. Halfway bent, heels down, toes up, essentially taking half your legs out the movement, or take all your legs out the movement by bringing your feet all the way in, feet flat, and still providing that same motion that's dropping those hips vertically, keeping that back as close to the bench as you possibly can. And last but not least, we're going to do an overhead squat here. One of my favorite forms of squats. So all thing that's going to change is the positioning of your arms. So we're going to get in that shoulder width stance just like we did with our warm-up squats. But you're going to bring those hands up in the air, arms all the way back to about ear level. And you want to maintain that position as we go into our squat, keeping the hands there. Squat down as deep as you can, pushing through the heels, then coming all the way back to the top. Arms never moving, keeping that extended position throughout the entirety of the move. And if you can't do that freestanding, no worries. Pull that surface back up. And again, same thing applies. Just be intentional about keeping those arms pushed back to about ear level. That way we got that proper range of motion, guys. You should feel a pull in the lats there on the back as you keep those arms up as you get into that deep squat.
Guys, and I will say this, not all of you will be able to keep your arms straight or keep them straight by your ears. Just do the very best you can. Some of you might be here, and that's okay. But I will say this, if your hands are not able to go all the way to your ears and maintain that position, use the bench. Use the bench and then keep your arm placement wherever your range of motion is currently today.
Real good point there. So guys, listen up, take heed of that advice there. Don't push your body for anything that it's not ready for, because with this move in particular that we're speaking of, if you can't get those arms in position, what you're going to find yourself doing is pushing a lot of your weight forward on the posterior side of your body, putting a lot of pressure into those knees. And that's the one thing that we really don't want to see when we're performing a squat like this.
Yep. A lot of you guys will want to look like this, where your arms are going to be big. You might have one arm farther back than the other, and you're going to be coming like this, trying to push your arms back. That's what we want to avoid.
So if you are struggling there, just get those arms as high as you can. Sit all the way down, kill the momentum at the bottom, stand up. So go all the way into a full seated position and then stand up, all right? Full seat. But guys, that's our workout tonight. We got 3 rounds of it. Let's go ahead and crush this. And then let's move on to what we got next. Put this Tuesday behind us. Get ready for that good advanced workout here on Thursday.
All right, guys, I don't know about you, but I am pumped up and I am ready. We have our push-up and shoulder tap combination. So remember, shoulder tap, then push-up. We do have 8 reps, not 10, so don't look at the description. That will be changed later on.
Yep. All right, 8 reps here, guys, to start. 8 reps, shoulder, shoulder, push-up. Shoulder, shoulder, push-up. Ready, set, and let's go. Breathe in as you go down, and then push-up. About halfway. Good burn there in the shoulders. Guys, continue to lead with that chest. Breathe in as you go down. Breathe out as you make your way back up. Let's go ahead and boost that heart rate here with this first set of power squats. We got 20 reps. Starting with those feet together as you explode into that squat. Dropping the hips, pushing through the heels. Then powering back up with those feet on the toes. Same thing there with the bench. So ready, set, and go.
Good. Be light on those feet. Halfway. Five, 4, 3, 2, 1.
All right, dippity dips. All right. This should be interesting. Let's see. All right. Remember, guys, have those fingers over the top of that surface. Keep your back as close as possible, and the straighter those legs are, the more pressure that you will feel. So if you find yourself struggling, start to bring those feet in. Still don't push away, but bring those feet in, essentially taking some of that body weight out of the move itself. So ready, 15 repetitions, and begin.
And if you can't do these straight through, guys, just do as many as you can. Take a break and then get started again.
Overhead squats here. Remember what we mentioned? If you can't get those arms up, don't struggle squatting without a surface. Use that surface. Keep those heels flat and get as deep as you can. Do the best you can. 15 reps. 15 reps.
I'm going to let Nate take the side view on this one because I'm sure his look a lot prettier than mine. Just going to throw that out there.
All right, guys. Shoulder width stance, hands up. Ready, and we're off.
Keep looking forward. Common mistake I see here is people like to look down.
About 10 in. Breathe as you get low. Push through those heels. Got a break coming up. Earn it. I don't know if that was 16 or 15, but I know that last one made me feel like, okay, at least I did enough. All right, so round 1 in the books. Not too much there, but round 2 coming up very shortly. Take that quick break, get that water, hit that comment section, let us know what you think or feel, and we'll be here right back with you in about 40 seconds. one round in the books. Round 2, let's get started now. 8 more shoulder taps and push-ups, shoulder to shoulder, push-up. Lead with the chest. Feet spread as much as you need to give you a little bit of core support. Closer your feet are, the more pressure you will apply. So let's listen. Let's go. Ready, set, and round 2. Deal. Power squats, power squats. Again, most explosive move for this workout, most up-tempo move as well. So guys, breathe in, get control of your breathing here, really working that cardiovascular system. Ready, set, and go. What?
They doesn't even let you breathe, man. I hope you guys caught that dirty look that I gave him when he was like, all right, let's go. Like, what the heck? We didn't get any time.
I said 40-second rest period. We had 45, so I gave you extra 5 seconds.
Prove it.
Trying to make up for it now. 15 dips, you know what to do. Let's go. All right, next up, last up for this round, overhead squats.
Guys, these are tough. If you're struggling with these, you should be. This is a pretty advanced mobility movement.
All right, 15 reps here. Break coming up. Hands high, and let's go. Keep them there.
Pushing those arms back, fight.
Ooh, feel that tightness in the shoulders. Good stuff there.
Round 2, done. You guys know what to do. Go ahead and hit up the comment section. Let us know how you're feeling. Which move are you struggling with the most? And if you're just on fire, guys, go ahead and drop that fire emoji. We'll be right back here for the 3rd and final round. All right. All right, guys, last and final round coming up here for this main circuit.
We are ahead of schedule, and I love it because it's going to give us time to maybe do a little bit more of what we all need in our everyday life. So, excuse me, last set of push-up and shoulder taps.
8 reps, guys, 8 reps.
Ready, and go. Breathe, lead with the chest, big deep breaths, be strong, keep those hips up, remain nice and parallel. Last set of power squats coming up here. So far so good, let's keep it moving. This is almost done.
I think those are the toughest for me. Strength-wise, probably.
Alright, let us know for you, what's the toughest move? I'm pretty sure a lot of you will say those overhead squats, but trust me, those push-ups are no fluke themselves. So let's go ahead, last 20 power squats here, feet together, and we're out.
Last 5. I think Nate was secretly racing me just then.
I'm just moving.
He's racing me.
I'm just moving. I feel like this camera angle is all the way off as far as our positioning in it right now. But we're gonna knock this last 15 dips out. Just like you, we're ready to get this over with. Ready? And finish it strong. Keep challenging yourself.
Last 5, you're on my count. 3, 2, 1. What's so funny, Nate? What's so funny, Nate?
Last 15 last 15 overhead squats. I'm just tired. You know, you get sleepy, you start laughing. I revert into a little kid and I just start getting very goofy.
Revert.
Convert to a little kid.
Revert.
You know what I meant. Alright.
No, I'm saying like you're always a little kid though.
Alright, so.
No changes happening.
Hey, last 15 overhead squats. Get this last rest for your purpose. This main circuit here. Then we'll go ahead and get into the last portion of tonight. So hands up.
Let me go ahead and be like, all right, it's time, go. Because he always wants to get a few reps in so he can get done sooner. So immature.
Oh, I didn't do anything. I'm just working out. Guys, how we get called out just for working out? Oh, man. All right.
You guys have no idea what I go through every day.
All right, guys, you killed that one. You put that behind you. If you're still working, no worries. Time is on our side. Keep working. We're going to give you guys a whole minute and a half here, minute and 30 seconds, before we come back on and begin breaking down our core portion of tonight's circuit. You guys are awesome. You're killing it. You're crushing it. But we got still a little bit more to do. So don't clock out just yet. Stay locked in. We got a few more reps to go.
have core left, only 3 movements, so not too crazy, guys, but get that last sip of water, and if you're not recovered yet, at least listen up because we are going to go through demonstrations before we get into the 3 rounds coming up. I don't know how that should make me feel as your wife. No, seriously, as your wife, that you look at me and start laughing.
Oh man. Alright guys, here we are, last portion. Last portion, 3 exercises, 3 rounds. Guys, I hope you have fun when you work out as well. Get some good laughter in there. Get them good positive endorphins going. But get started with, we got 3 moves here. 3 of my favorites. We got basic crunches, 3 sets of 15. So laying flat to the ground, legs are going to be up, elevated from the floor. Bend at 90 degrees, not in a rested position here, but actually forced to stay up there as you crunch up, coming as high as you can, bringing those elbows towards the knees, feeling that contraction in those upper abdominals. And like I said, come as high as you can, feeling the contraction in your upper abdominals. So if you're not getting up as high as you like to be, but you're still feeling that contraction and pressure in that upper core area, you're doing just fine. Live there and keep building those muscles up so that you ultimately can get to that point where you feel more satisfied with the rep itself. 15 total. Next up, we're going into bicycle crunches, so stay there. Feet coming to the ground, hands are still behind the head. And now opposite hand or elbow to knee, we're going 30 reps, 15 each as you cross over, extending that leg out into a straight position, driving that knee back in as you go opposites, turning over and over, right to left, left to right, opposite knee to elbow. If that's a little much on your lower back, keeping those feet up, go ahead and keep those feet rested on the ground. So as you cross, you bring that leg all the way back to the floor, rest it there so that you're taking tension off your lower back and helping you remain focused on the core so that you're not so uncomfortable throughout the entirety of the move. 30 reps, 15 each way, alternating throughout. Last but not least, sitting up, V-ups. Hands are going to be behind you to support your body weight, toes pointed away, keeping the legs straight. You're going to push yourself in as you lift the legs off the ground. And come back in a controlled motion. Try to keep the legs elevated, hands behind you. And then like with those bicycles, a lot of that is in your lower back. Go ahead and bring your legs to a rested position at the bottom of the rep, allowing yourself to release some of that tension and then explode those legs back up, control them down to the ground. Try not to let the body flat down with no control. Try to have some control over each one of those movements as you come up and control coming back down. All right, so 15 basic crunches, 30 bicycle crunches, and 15 V-ups. 3 rounds here. Let's knock this out, and let's get into some good stretching and cool down as we go ahead and finish up tonight's class.
All right, guys, we're going to turn up the music, mainly so I don't have to hear Nate's mouth.
All right, so with true test here, let's see if I can go ahead and crush this as well as I did that main circuit. Hopefully you're challenging yourself like that too, as this core has always been the tougher part of these workouts for me, but I've been trying to work on that on my own time, so let's see has it been paying off. True test. So, starting off.
That you like cramp up or something.
Starting off here, 15 crunches, legs are up, hands behind the head, 15 total, and go.
Right into bicycles.
All right, 15 V-ups, hands behind you, straight legs, toes pointed out.
It's okay to rest if you guys need a rest.
All right, guys, and as we always say, once you finish up that first set, Grab a drink if you need it, or like we always do, hop right back into that second round. Just keep pushing. The sooner you get this done, the sooner we can get to that cool down and begin to go ahead and start that recovery phase. So round 1 done for us. Going back to the start, basic crunches, 15.
Use your time wisely, guys. You're only competing against yourself.
Oh man.
You drunk? Hi. Stupid? What the hell is wrong with you? Oh, Lord.
Oh, you crack me up. You're funny. I keep trying to tell her she's a pure comedian.
Can you tell who has a sense of humor here? It's not me. Alright, guys, these I struggle with.
All right.
Which is exactly why Nate put them in the rotation. He knows I
We
hate
both
these.
struggle with it.
No, you fly through them.
I'm a little stronger. It's okay.
Yeah, but I had your 2 children. My legs feel like boulders.
All right, 2 down. 1 more to go.
I hope you catch a cramp. You're over here trying to show off.
No, I just feel good.
Nate's been getting up every morning and doing his little rotation of what?
100 squats, 100 push-ups, 200 crunches. Every morning around 3:30, 4 a.m. Most days. Some days a little later depending on my schedule. But I definitely feel the benefits of it.
Oh, no.
Yeah, it was always this combination of moves that make me tap out the most or cramp up the most. But I just feel great tonight. All right, so last 15.
I think I'm going to do 5 at a time. Guys, we're going to break this down.
All right, guys, keep working, keep breathing. As you saw, Larissa just mentioned, don't gotta keep pushing through and working hard where you're working harder and not smarter. If your body needs a small rest period, break it down every 3 reps, every 5 reps, whatever works for you. Just be sure that you're constantly still challenging yourself without not allowing yourself to recover too much in between reps, but just enough where you can maintain a good quality form versus a bunch of sloppy high quantity of reps. All right.
Alright guys, so you should be finished or be getting close to finishing up your core circuit, guys, that last and final round. And if you haven't already, you know what to do. Make sure to love, share, and tag 2 people that you think would be interested in this workout later on. They can always watch the replay. Quit breathing down my neck, Nate.
All right, guys, keep working. We'll be back over here in 1 minute. Go ahead and get these stretches started. See you in 1 minute. You a comedian, man. I swear you're a straight comedian. Alright guys, hopefully you done finished up with that circuit for tonight. Hopefully you got all those reps behind you. And like us, hopefully you feel good. Hopefully you feel accomplished after that. And like you just got a bit closer to obtaining and reaching your goals that you have set for yourself. So let's go ahead and start down here on the floor. Legs spread out wide, far as apart as you can get them. And with this position, you want to reach out as far as you can, grabbing those toes, while keeping your legs as straight as possible. Try not to have any bend in the knee. However, if you do start to bend at those knees, you're going a little bit too far than what your body's ready for. So go ahead and ease up a bit until you can get to the point where you can maintain that straight position, reaching as far as you can, taking that discomfort to around, what you say, about a 7 on a scale of 1 to 10, with 10 being the most extreme. So getting yourself out of your comfort zone, really reaching and challenging that lengthening of the muscles. And 4, 3, 2, and good. All right, butterflies. Just like with those sit-ups, same positioning, but I want you to focus on trying to get those legs pressed down to the floor as close as you can. Feel that stretch in that groin section there. Back is straight, no roundish spine. And be sure to breathe in. Try to have control over your breathing during this process. You have made it to the cool down. You just want to start the recovery process so that you can just get past this workout with as minimal amount of soreness as possible. Let's go ahead and go left leg forward, right leg stay in. And just like before, keeping that leg as straight as you can as you reach with 2 hands. Grabbing that toe, or if that's a little easy, you can start to reach down to the lower area of the foot, giving yourself a deeper stretch. And 4, 3, 2, and switch. Same thing on the opposite side. 2 hands. And again, try to take all these exercise or these stretches to around a 7. Make it a bit uncomfortable. You shouldn't feel very good doing these. I know that kind of sounds, counterproductive, but that's just what it entails.
Painful, guys. It should be a little painful.
Just like your workouts, you should be struggling, trying to get those reps in. It should be a challenge. It shouldn't be easy. Nothing worth doing ever is. And good. 2 feet together in front of you. Same thing, reaching with 2. Excellent. All right. Good Good job there. Let's go ahead and pull that right leg back. Left leg remains forward. You're going to lean back as far as you can, keeping his right leg to the forward, his left leg forward.
Guys, if that bent knee is lifting off the ground, you're going too far. Shorten your range.
Holding this one a little longer, going for another 8 seconds or so from now. And 5, 4, 3, 2, and good. All right, let's switch sides there. Right leg forward, left leg back. And 5, 4, 3, 2, and good. All right, guys, let's take this thing all the way back to the top. Yes, all the way back to the top. Legs out wide. Start all the way from the beginning. Not as long here, but we are going to repeat them all. So legs out wide, keeping those knees from buckling in or bending in. Go ahead and reach out.
You guys may notice that the second round you can get a little bit further. That's great. That's normal. Go ahead and challenge the range of motion that you're able to get this second round.
And 5, 4, 3, 2, and good. Butterfly, feet in. Pressing down on those inner thighs. Using those arms, keeping the back straight. And 3, 2, and 1. Left leg out, right leg in, reaching with 2.
Guys, and as Nate mentioned, you can make this a little bit more difficult by reaching down your foot, but then also trying to get your nose into your thigh. And if that's too easy, try to get your forehead to your thigh.
And switch it up. No, next week I'm just thinking, or at least a week after, but maybe even next week, after these boot camps, we can go just walk on the beach and watch the sunset. It's gonna be pretty awesome, right?
Guys, we could do boot camps on the beach. Well, no, you won't be able to hear us. We could do boot camps outside sometimes, maybe, on our deck.
Yeah, that will happen. All right, 2 feet together. Almost done here.
And if you have no idea what we're talking about, guys, we are moving to St. Pete, Florida. And we're so excited. I'm leaving with the kids on Saturday, and then Nate is going to follow suit afterwards in the car with our little pup. So by this time next week, we will be in Florida permanently to live. Super exciting, guys.
Indeed it is. Right leg back. Almost done here, guys. We're getting closer and closer. Again, not as long this second time around. We'll go ahead and try to keep that leg planted. Left leg straight, right leg knee to the ground. And get as far back as you can, taking that discomfort to around a 7. And 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And 3, 2, and 1. All right, guys. Go ahead and sit up. Leg cross over the left here, right leg over. We're going to reach outside the body, bring that left arm into that right leg. And pushing twisting, trying to take your eyes as far around as you can look.
Guys, if you're tight, you'll feel this in your glutes primarily. Actively push that knee over.
And 3, 2, and 1. Switch sides.
My glutes are very tight. I'm feeling that.
And 5, 4, 3, 2, and good. Excellent stuff there. Go ahead and bring that left arm underneath the chin, pulling behind the elbow with the right for the best possible stretch. And pour that thing deep in there as much as you can. And 3, 2, and switch. Make sure you're pulling behind that elbow, guys. Get a real good stretch. Don't be lazy here. You should be taking this stretching just as important, if not more, than the whole workout entirely itself. This is going to help you aid with the recovery. It's also going to help aid with the actual results, keeping your muscles properly responsive to all the things that you're doing so that you can get the maximum results possible for each and every workout that you are doing. Hands up, reaching down the spine, pulling over. We're pulling on the left arm at this moment. And 3, 2, 1. And 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right, guys, face down. Let's hit these abs one good time, and we'll be done. Going 3 holds, 7 seconds up top. Some deep breath at the bottom. So deep breath in and up. And 3, 2, and 1. Coming down and up.
I'm trying to give you a kiss, but you just get farther and farther away from me.
And down.
Oh my God, he did it!
All right.
He never does anything cute with me.
And up. You see that? And who's childish? And 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right. There you have it. Tuesday in the books. Go ahead and take it away. Wrap this thing up.
All right, guys. Thank you for tuning in for our beginners training circuit. You can catch a class similar to this every Tuesday live from 6:30 to 7:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time right here on our Facebook page. Now, if you want an extra day of work or you felt like this was a little bit too easy and you want to kind of crank up the intensity, then you can join us for our advanced training class every Thursday, same time, same place. The main difference between tonight's class and Thursday's class is we do incorporate weights on Thursday, so you will have to have access to that or something to exchange for weights, like water jugs or backpacks, things like that.
Get creative.
Yep. And the rest periods are minimal, so we're going to be moving pretty fast, and we're not going to provide as much education and modification. So you guys will be expected to know some of these movements and to definitely know and understand your body and what modification you need to get the best workout.
Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed.
Yep. And if you enjoy these classes and you want access to more, or maybe you're not ready for these classes, but you do want to work out, guys, please reach out to us and hit up the link in the description because we are offering a 7-day free trial to our new and improved virtual training club.
Yes, that is still in effect. I know you've been seeing it all over social media. If you follow us, yes, we are still giving out that free 7-day trial, guys. Take advantage. I mean, what's the worst that can happen, right? It's free. You get access to some great content. And if you're not happy with it, it's not right for you, then heck, no cost to you. You could just move on from there. But hopefully you guys love it as much as we have. We worked our butts off on it.
And we are still working our butts off for it, guys.
We are.
This is a growing virtual club. So we do have 2 completed fitness programs. We have from Couch to Crushing It, which is my beginner's training guide. It's 30 days. And then we have Nate's Nothing But Abs, which is 30 days to a stronger core, guys. Both 30-day programs. You'll have access to Nate and myself, whichever trainer you are assigned to, and you can expect to hear from us every Friday to kind of check up on your results, keep you motivated, answer any questions, but you are free to reach out to us whenever you like. So you will have access to us throughout the week. We are also going to add our detox program, Electrify Your Life. That will be uploaded this spring, so stay tuned for that. More nutritional content is coming. More fitness programs are coming. And of course, you'll have access to our full library of all our Trainer Talk Tuesdays and our live boot camps that we do here. So guys, definitely take advantage of it. Again, that link is in the description. Completely risk-free. Check it out. Use the discount code 7-day trial at checkout.
All right, guys. And with that being said, hopefully you got a great workout. Hopefully your week has been off to a good start. Hopefully, if not, we just gave you a little bit of a momentum boost towards that. And we look forward to seeing you all back here this Thursday, same time, same place for our advanced class. And until then, never give up.
Never lose hope.
And
never settle.
All right, guys. Keep working hard. Stay committed. And as always, make those healthy choices.